If the media wanted to make you an enemy, it's easy for the media to make you an enemy. I'm going to tell you why. If they want to make you an enemy, they own the airwaves. It can be easily manipulated. I've seen it, and there's so much cropping and video editing. They can make it look like whatever they want it to look like, and you can't do nothing about it. Had a whole world after you, and you ain't even did nothing. Remember, I said it already. You've seen it, and I said it. So don't be stupid. Pay attention. Oh my gosh. I'm just sick with this AI thing. Why would you make a superior woman robot that can self learn everything? If he sees me putting his hand up all the time when I fight first, and it's a self learning robot, that he's going to automatically know to go to disable me from the right side. You are building a monster and have made a second one that's supposed to be a replica or a better version of the first one. If you don't know about this woman robot, look her up and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. This is not a game, people. I wanted to also talk to you guys about some people making things a little difficult when it comes to trying to have some backup power. When it's not that difficult, let's just keep it simple. We're going to make it simple. I went all the way down to two components because when I get to adding rocker switches and all these different things, it seemed to make it difficult and people just don't understand what I'm talking about. They had a lot of questions that don't make sense to me because I know it, but it actually makes sense because they don't know it. So I can't just say they don't. I mean, something wrong with you and nothing wrong. They just don't know and they honestly trying to learn. So I understand that. So I had to bear with that and be patient with that whole situation. So I'm gonna show you. For the people that I'm gonna keep it simple. Now me, I'm gonna add a bunch of stuff because I want. That's what I want, and I know how to build it. So that's what I'm gonna do. But for the people that want to keep it simple, I'm gonna be. It ain't gonna get no simpler than this. This is simple. We're gonna start with 100 amp hour battery, people. 100 amp hour battery from Funi. FIUNE. For the people that are trying to wonder what the devil it is, that's what it is. This is one 100 amp hour battery. It's not that heavy. I would say it weighs maybe between 30 and 50 pounds, somewhere in that neighborhood. If you can see here, I'm using all cable. I have my own crimpers and I crimp my own ends on here so it's nice and clean. Then I use one inverter, which is a 750-watt inverter. You can get whatever size you want, but the bigger size, you might want to consider getting a second barrier. If it's something you want to go ahead and take what you pick up, go to camping with or whatever, you can use this 750 watts. But if you're talking about using induction stoves and stuff like that, you're going to need a big inverter, maybe 1,500 watts. It'll be enough to do what you want to do. 1,500 watt even run heaters and stuff like that. But of course, you run a 1,500 watt heater and you got 1,100 watt hours, it's not going to last long, I guarantee you. The 750 watts will run most of the stuff that you need to run, even some cooking utensils. If you get some energy efficient cooking utensils, you can use this 750 watt. This also, this 750 watt, in case people want to know, is made by Schumacher. This is a simple too. It's got a USB on here as well. Uh, Here's your power. Turn on. What's those other dials? I can't see them. It's got your DC, AC, and your watts. That's what's going to show you the flash across the screen when you're using it. Also, the good thing about this battery is that actually the price went down. This battery, you can get it for $150 on Amazon. And I advise to get this stuff while it's cheap, while you got a chance to get it. Go ahead and get it. But you can get this for $150 on Amazon. And the good thing, it comes with a app. The app also, I think they need to take phones and freaking make phones with way more memory, because man, they got an app for everything. What time you get up in the morning, the dog fell out, the tissue on the road, man, they got an app for everything. Will overload you. You need to have some phone or some backup memory or something. But they got this app though, seriously, you can use this app right here. And this app is for tell you what's going in the battery, what's going out of the battery. It monitors everything about this battery, which is awesome. And this particular battery, you have to charge it about 6 times, I think. You got to charge it 6 times to get to the full capacity of this battery. You got to charge it at least 6 times to get there. And I got some nice sturdy cables on some brass, on some good fittings. I want to change these fittings out and put gold plated um, terminals on here, but these still work just the same. They still work good just the same. But this is simple. It's 2 components, just the inverter, just the battery. They also got batteries that you can get that's got everything on it, and an inverter plug. But of course, they are more expensive. To weigh out the cost of it, I thought it was just cheaper to just get an inverter and then buy the battery for $150, which to me it came out to be cheaper. So that's what I went with, because it was cheaper. So that is for the people. There's a USB on there as well. That's for the people that want to keep it simple. But I did see a device that I want to tell everybody about that I am going to purchase, and it's by Anker. It costs about $100. It's powering it's charging on USB-C at 150 watts. That's monstrous. It's, oh man. And the device is not even big as a power station. I'm talking about this device is about that big. As a hand, you can throw it in your pocket, and it's pumping out power. I'm talking about, you want something to charge, you want to charge quick, use that Anker. That boy is charging quick, and it's got a lot of information. LCD screen, very informative, let you know everything that's going on with it, what's going in, what's going out. All your information is tough by Anker. I'm telling you, you might want to pick that up. They got different ones. They got some cheaper, but the one I'm particularly talking about, it shoots out. Let me turn this. Man, it's hot. I don't know, because the drink I'm drinking, but it's hot than Pepto Bismol in this mug. Woo, that feels wonderful. You understand me? Whew, thank you, Jesus, for air. Thank you for the fan turning. Yes, but you can get that from Anker for 150 watts. And if your bug out bag game suck, you need to get on your bug out bag and stop putting stuff in there just because it's a bug out bag. Just foolishness. You ain't even gonna use it. Put stuff in there that's that's that your family and you are actually going to use and need in the family. And then a woman's bug out bag should be totally different from a man's almost. They should have their own thing. They're going to need family products, all that type of stuff like that. They're going to need that stuff like that. So you got to think about that. You know what I mean? I'll be buying this stuff, having it stock so I can put it back in case I need it, because you never know if you have the time that you're going to need that. First aid kit, you're going to need that right there. That's a must have. I found a air compressor that runs off the 12 volts that go in your car. But that wasn't the unique thing to me. The unique thing to me about it was I love things that do more than one thing. So it also has a blower that's built into it that you can use you're gonna blow up your mattresses inside. Is what I'm saying. But that wasn't a unique thing. The unique thing to me was it had a secondary switch that you can switch on, and you can actually plug in a regular 110-volt plug into it and plug it into your power station, and you still can air your tires up on your car using a power station. I used a 200-watt power station, and it ran it just fine. Aired up my tires. Then you can set it to whatever you want it to stop on, so you ain't got to be out there. Oh, it's gonna run over. Nope, it's gonna stop on its own. It does everything on its own, and it runs off the 12-volt. You got your normal basketball inflator, one for blower to blow up mattresses and stuff like that of that nature. But it does everything, and that is by Hyper Tough. It's gonna have a switch on that says 1 and 2. 1 is gonna be for DC. 2 is gonna be for AC. And you can do both things on that. And you might want to check into that. Walmart sells that. Hyper Tough. It is a air inflator for your vehicle, for your tires. So you might want to look into that along with the anchor system with the USB-C that's pulling at 150 watts. You might want to check those two items out. But as of now, I'm going to get off here because I got something else I want to talk to you guys about, but I'm going to come back in a minute. I got to go get a refill. My glass is empty. Refill. Yep, that's what I'm going to go to. So, y'all heed this information. Learn it, heed it, get it under your belt. Mississippi Survivor, I love you guys. I'm on here to help. That's what I'm here for. If I can't help you, I don't want to be on here. Ain't no sense in making videos for nothing and wasting time. Somebody tell me you're learning something. Tell me, do you got it? You understand? You doing something about it? You trying to bring the community together? And another thing, before I get off here, if you ain't playing 24, listen, I ain't talking about no seasonal no more. We need to be playing 24/7, all the way around the clock, all the way around the whole calendar year. I mean, when one crop coming out, putting another crop in the ground, never stop. We gotta have food. Got to be coming round the clock because you gotta think about it. Say you're screwed. That some of you are. If you're screwed, then and you ain't got no food, and then all you got is what you grow for the season, and you ain't start putting that down for the next season. What about when that harvest runs out? Their harvest runs out, you ain't got no food. If you talk, people talks a good game, and it took me, oh, I'm gonna get off there, and I ain't gonna. How you still eating what they're giving you? If you want to change something and do something different, what you gonna have to do? Guarantee you, what you gonna have to do. What you're going to have to do is plant around the calendar season. Every time it's time for a new crop to go down, put it down. When you get your food in, pull the seeds out of it, cook it. Cook what you're going to cook, put the rest of it up. Chop it up, dehydrate it, freeze it. Whatever you got to do, can it, I don't care. You need to do one of them and get it put up. And keep growing. Keep growing. You're going to get so used to it, it's going to be second nature. I be outside. I was outside today. You know how good it feel to walk over there and just pull the tomato right off the vine and rinse it off and go to chewing. That's what I did. Scallion onions out there. I got scallion onions this big around. And you know scallions are that big. I got some big ones out there. I cut them off, chop them, wash them, chop them up. Because I know what went in them because I'm the one that grew them. Well, I get it straight from the stove. I ain't even had to grow it from seed. You can get it from the stove, chop it off, put it in the ground, and this is no lie. You will see growth from a scallion onion the next morning you wake up. Try it and see if you think I'm lying. Try it. Cut your scallion onions down to the white, whatever you want to cut it down to, and save the other part. Take that bottom part, leave enough in there, and a root, about that much, drop it in some soil, water it real good with a root set, water and leave it alone, come back tomorrow. Them freaking onions gonna be in a groove overnight. I've planted these onions for people that don't know. And while you waiting on that big onion, all freaking season, you can get them scallion onions, put them jokers in the ground, and you're going to have a harvest. You can harvest off of that joker in a week. Dried beans, drop them boys straight in the ground. Turnip green seed. You ain't even got to plant freaking mustard green turnip seed. They so small. Man, I took some turnip seeds and threw them jokers across the top of the dirt and put some water on them, make sure they were damp. And 2 to 3 days, they was up. I got them in there, so I know I ain't lying. They in there right now. Couple of days they was up and running. I just want them to get big enough, and I'm gonna start taking them outside and planting them outside. I'm gonna have greens all year round. I ain't buying no green from nobody. I'm gonna grow my own. And another thing, be collecting seeds. I keep collecting seeds and collecting seeds and collecting seeds. You gotta collect them because they are taking seeds out of all your fruits, all your vegetables. They taking them out. Okay, hothouse cucumber, grapes. Well, all this stuff they're taking the seeds out of it. Pay attention. Wake up. They're taking the seeds out of all this stuff. They taking it out, and then what we gonna do? You can't grow it. So guess what you got to do, dummy? Guess what? You are going to the grocery store, and you gotta buy it from them. Why? Because you have no choice. Because you can't grow it. How you gonna grow it and ain't got no seeds? If they done figured out how to, if these folks can make a UFO, do you think they don't know how? They can't figure out how to stop a seed from a front fruit from growing, from producing seed? Yes, they can, and they already done did that. So don't be stupid. Be smart. Start putting back seed. Listen, do you? Okay, how many of y'all heard about the folks of the one particular guy that was buying up all the seeds? Do you think he was buying up the seeds so he can start a hell of a garden? No. He's getting rid of them. Your favorite man you love so much. Oh, let me go on Google. Yeah, sure is. Yep. Him. Use your brain. But anyway, I'm not fit to try to edit this, so it's not gonna be no. I'm just gonna make it part 1, part 2, because I don't feel like doing no editing, putting it together, and making no masterpiece. No, I want this joker raw. Just like they giving it to me raw, I'm gonna hand it back raw, so you can understand what I'm talking about. It's gonna be part 1, part 2. Look at both of them. This is what we got. Time for me to go get me something to drink. Mississippi Survivor, I love y'all. Be smart. You know my message is down there. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to share with you whatever I know, and maybe we can learn from each other. I ain't no genius. I just research. You should do the same. Mississippi Survivor, I love you. I'm out for a little while anyway. Peace.